This is another episode brought to you by searchingeye.com. I am Prateek and today we are going to go over doing port scanning by Nmap. Basically, port scanning is a feature which allows an attacker to determine the open ports and the services running on a particular computer. This is very useful because if we know the open ports and the corresponding services, we can easily find the vulnerabilities present on that service and use it for further exploitation. So starting off with a simple example, we're just going to perform a simple SYN stealth scan on a particular computer. This is a computer running Windows XP and we are going to perform a simple stealth scan. So the syntax is just nmap followed by the IP address. So as we can see that a scan has been completed and Nmap found two open ports on that computer, which is port number 139 and port number 445. The corresponding services running on that port are also given. As we can see here that Nmap also didn't show 1715 filtered ports. By filtered we mean that it is blocking the probes by Nmap by using a firewall. So the question that arises is Nmap performing scan on all the 65,535 ports that are open on a computer? Well, the answer is no, because Nmap by default performs scan only on a few default ports. To perform scan on all the 65,535 ports, we need to specify the range by specifying the -p option. So we type -p and then the port range that we want to scan. We also specify the scan to be of a SYN scan type and set the aggressive timing option by giving the -t5 option. Make it a little more verbose and also set DNS resolution to off. This will make Nmap a bit faster. We also need to specify the target. This will take a little bit longer time because it is scanning all the 65,535 ports. As we can see that the scan has been completed and it took Nmap 379 seconds to complete the scan. Now let's take a look at what all port scans Nmap offers. Basically, Nmap can be used to perform a large number of different types of port scans. Basically, Nmap can be used to perform a large variety of port scan, which include the TCP connect scan, the TCP SYN scan, the ACK scan, the Windows scan, the Maven scan, the UDP scan, the null, the fin and the XML scans, the customized TCP scan, the idle scan, the IP protocol scan, the FTP bound scan. Now we can also tell Nmap to use the fast mode scan by specifying the -f option. What this will do is that it will scan lesser than the default number of ports which it should scan and it will show us the result. For that we just specify the -f option and perform the scan. As we can see that a scan has been completed and Nmap found the same ports that it found earlier. Now since Nmap provides us with a large variety of scan, it is essential that we perform all the scans and then compare the results with each other. This will lead us to actually know that what all ports are open and what are filtered. So we just try each scan one by one. First let's try the syn scan. Then we open up another shell and perform the TCP connect scan. We also perform the UDP scan. The ACK scan. Windows scan. And the Maimon scan. We'll then compare this result with each other. The TCP syn scan found that the ports 139 and 445 were open. UDP scan didn't find any port to be open. That's okay, because UDP scan is a bit less reliable than the TCP connect scan. The ACK scan found that the ports 139 and 445 were unfiltered. This is obvious because the TCP connect scan found them to be open, so it's obvious that the firewall is not blocking our probes. Now the Windows scan found that the ports were closed. This is an anomaly because the TCP scan showed us that the ports were actually open. Now if we have to compare between TCP scan and the Windows scan, we'll obviously say that the TCP scan is more reliable because the TCP scan initiates by performing a three-way handshake. So now we know that the ports 139 and 445 are open on this computer. We can now use the services running on these ports to find the corresponding vulnerabilities and then use it for further exploits. Well, that's it for this episode on port scanning. I'll be showing you some other port scans in the later episodes. Until then, bye bye.